is God's plan en mi mente. El camino va a ser claro y mi tiempo va a ser caro. ¿Dónde está mi reina, cuerpo divina? Cuando me toques, I'ma say fuck it. Un buen día, tú sin camisa, prende el blunt y maneja con risa. El camino va a ser claro y mi tiempo va a ser caro. El camino va a ser claro y mi tiempo va a ser caro. No puedo explicarlo, no quiero cambiarlo, solo quiero aguantar por ti. I don't wanna change this, I cannot explain it. I know it was a really good day. It was a really good day. Hey, hey. It was a really good day. Hey, hey. It was a really good day. Hey, hey. It was a really good
Hello.
Hi, Bob.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Alright, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Doing well.
Hello, David.
Can everyone hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. There was no music. Everything was.
Rap music. David's rap music. Yeah.
Can anyone hear me?
I knew it.
That'll do.
A bit like radio, but we can hear you. Yeah. Oh, awesome! I mean, not awesome, but still. Let me create a quick Discord event.
I thought you had work. Scopify. Where's the fun in that?
Hey everybody, we're on Discord. I'll see everybody over there for any questions that they may have. See you soon. Right, just wait for everybody to jump in and I'll share my screen very quickly over here. I forgot to put up the slides. Let me put up the slides. My wonderful slideshows, where are they? There we go, Discord. Okay, cool. Screen over there. Okay, cool. Just gonna give it a couple of minutes to see if anybody comes in. Well, a couple of seconds to see if anybody else comes in, and then I'll start. How's everybody going? Everybody going well?
Sweet.
Yeah. Cool. So I've been updating I've been updating lots of things over last night, and since I updated the most recent beta version, I've been updating the Quasimodo. I've been updating the ABC. Been looking for better ways to recognise the patterns and fix those. Also trying to get better, quicker entries. I've also been playing around with the boilerplate to try and I've been updating the boilerplate throughout the month, which I'll share with everybody in a minute, so that hopefully we'll be able to, things like the Quasimodo, the patterns, there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to integrate that into some kind of strategy instead of my indicator, which will be much better for things like back testing and things like that, and reducing repainting as well, because obviously we'll be using the previous data. things like that. So hopefully all of that will be solved. So I'll just get on. I guess we're all here now. Hello everybody, hope everybody's well and everything's going well. Like I said, my screen is being shared. It's being shared also on YouTube. For anybody who wants to share their screen, sometimes other people share their screen. If you do, please don't forget that I'm recording on YouTube as we go along. For anybody who wants, and I'll share the link inside of my new room called it's called What's New? And there we go, I'll put it. Yeah, What's New? I tried in capitals, but they wouldn't let me scope, unfortunately. So I had to be in small. Discord, eh? So as I said, as always, the disclaimer is on the screen. If you're rewatching it, please pause to read. Obviously, I am not a trading guru. We're just trying to find strategies by using code, math, and market structure, trying to build the best possible strategies that we can connect to bots. But obviously, do your own back testing, which most of you guys are knowing anyway, and you are doing inside of the Discord, as we're all sharing anyway. So first thing, as always, welcome to any new members. I do try to do this. Well, previously I tried to do it twice a week. As I've been coding quite a lot over the past couple of weeks, I've made it so that we've done it once a week this previous month, but I will go back to doing this twice a week, so that I get some more. To meet more people from different parts of the world, so that I do it more in the evening and the daytime, my times, so that we get to meet up and talk about the strategies. Oh, bit of background noise. So first things first. Welcome to all the members. Welcome to all the new members. Welcome. We're now to 6,239 members in the Discord, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it is. It's growing incredibly fast. It's absolutely incredible. If anybody wants to come and join us, you can see, if you're on YouTube, you can see the link above now. And there's not really that many people on YouTube, but anyway. Welcome to all the new members. Welcome back to everybody that's been here for a while. Thanks for joining me again. As always, it's a community discussion. Discord has its own sort of like downfalls. I can't see your face. I don't know when you want to talk. So please do interrupt. It's all about conversation. You're giving me your ideas, sharing code, sharing ideas for the future, so that we can build the best possible strategies. Just spare me 2 seconds. There we go. Right, we'll build best possible strategies together. So if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask at all. I'm here for trying to answer as many questions as possible, and we work together to build this best possible strategy. So this week I've been working on lots of different things, including the strategy helper now is working back to normal. Has a couple of new features on the strategy helper. Sorry. Just as you might know, some people actually get muted. It's because we can hear what's going on. If you do end up muted and you want to talk at any point, please just drop a message inside of the Discord chat on the side here, and we'll unmute you at any time. Okay, cool. I've been updating the strategy helper, which is working normally fine now. Added a couple of new features to the strategy helper, which removes the need for the Excel spreadsheet. The reason I did that was, that we did that was because a lot of people get a bit confused by the import-export of Excel spreadsheets. Everything should be working much better now. Won't go into any big detail unless anybody's got any questions about that. Oh.
Damn, sorry.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much. That's been updated. So if anybody's got any questions, I'll go through questions. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as it was, except for now when you press test, you'll be presented with a white page with lots of information in it. Scoop, I don't know if Scoop's trying to talk. No. Okay, yeah. So you'll be presented with a page with like an Excel spreadsheet where you can manually change all of the entries so that you don't have to do it through Excel. As everybody's probably seen, I've been updating the ABC pattern, released a new beta. There was some ups and some downs, some goods, some bads, good, bad and ugly as such. They've come from it. It seems like a lot of people are finding good entries with the market structural break and some good entries with the Quasimodo, but unfortunately it seems like the alert system does ping way too late on the Quasimodo. So I've been working out different ways of doing it. I personally made a mistake in the actual pattern that was made, which if I put it up here, if I've got it over here, pulled it up here, yep. No, this isn't the one. Back over to here. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where my indicator is. I did have it on the charts. There it is there. Quasimodo was putting up and creating the patterns, but unfortunately it was meant to retest back the ABC line, the A line, at one point like this one here, but unfortunately it was retesting the B, which potentially gave some good entries, but for me it was giving way too late entries on the alerts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that on there as is, and I've been updating the pattern, as you can see, with different kinds of pattern recognition to continue using the Quasimodo, but I'll leave the old one there for anybody that's actually already trading it. But the idea is to actually get the proper detection of the pattern, so we can get better entries from that.
Quasimodo at minute is working at market structure break.
Your at market structure break, yeah, it's sort of detecting it a bit in advance, isn't it? I guess sometimes even a bit late, sometimes a bit early, sometimes it's kind of it's a kind of a weird one. As the actual real pattern should be. Let me try and find one that I did here. For instance, this one here that I marked out here. Which was on there. Hold on a second. I think I've changed. I think there was there before. Is this right? Nope. Okay, let me find another one. Up here, this one here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the Quasimodo does the same as the ABC. I need to remove this so that I can... everybody else can hear, yeah? I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, thanks, Marco. Yes, so the Quasimodo creates an ABC pattern when breaking back over the ABC. What I've been doing is been looking for different ways of detecting it, because often it doesn't go and doesn't come back right to that pattern. This isn't a great one. This one here would be better, I think. Here, yeah, let's go for this one here, just so that I can show you. So the idea is that we're coming down, creating our ABC, which is the same sort of pattern as it was before, with the ABC over here, and then we wait for a move to come past the B, which is just here. So we come past the B, and then we're waiting for it to come back and retest that A pattern up here, the A line up here, to get our entry. Now, sometimes it works out extremely well, sometimes it doesn't, like every trading strategy. What I'm trying to do is trying to configure that to work with some kind of order blocks, so that we can get an entry which would be closer to an order blocks, because we don't always hit that A pattern up here. We don't always hit the line. We often, I've noticed, I've been back and been looking at the 5-minute charts here. Let me have a look, see if I can find a decent one here. There you go, that one will do. We have that one actually even went lower. Let me find a good one that I pulled up here. I'm trying to find the ones which I've been marking out to try and find them. Yeah, yes, this one here. This one here, like I said, this is all a bit experimental on the idea of trying to find an ABC pattern that actually creates out. But as I've been trying to mark the green candle in that pushes past the A, and then making this block here, which allows us to come back and test that 50 line, which is always very, very close to the ABC line, and then it pushes its way back down. Like I said, very much I'm just trying to work them out at the moment to try and get a proper Quasimodo pattern where it gives us a little bit extra percentage to actually get in, because we don't always go up to that A line. So I'm trying to find out a better way of detecting that. Yes, so that's that. I'm also adding, I saw that a lot of people have had these patterns here where they're getting the red cross, but the red cross isn't actually marked up as default. So I've now put that as a default so that everybody can sorry, just bear me 2 seconds. Am I getting a bit confused here? Right there, yeah. The minimum R and R, so it doesn't take those entries where the R and R is too small. I'm trying to make that as default and working ways around getting a better minimum R and R in there as well. There's been a couple of other bug reports which I've been trying to fix over the past day or so. Well, yeah, it's been about a day and a bit that I've been released the most recent one. But that's what I'm trying to fix at the moment. We'll go through some of the other patterns as well. I've added things like market structural break and BOS. So market structural break is the same as a break of structure, but it's just literally the first one in the pattern. So when we get our last break of structure in a bearish move, and then we move and break that lower high, and then break another higher high potentially, we're creating a new bullish pattern, which gives us a new market structural break. Trying to detect that, so that it seems to detect quite well. I'm trying to also give it more confirmed, because Ojesh pointed out that sometimes this does repaint, so I've added a more confirmed just high instead of the close, so that is now fixed hopefully for everybody. I'll send a update today obviously for that, and then so you can either get in on this candle here, as we have a market structural break, and then obviously ride up ride as we continue in a bullish direction. Obviously it can reverse against you, but it's one of the less risky, I believe, options in this market structure patterns as such. Or you can even wait for a change of direction. You will notice that there's change of character. Sorry, you notice that some of these are green and yellow and red. What we're looking for is after a market structure break, we're looking to come in and leave, obviously, to make sure that the market structural break has been confirmed. So we're going to leave that so that it doesn't repaint. Make sure that obviously this one has been confirmed, and then we leave it to run. And then we're looking for a new change of character, which will be this one here, which is just a smaller break of structure inside of our main structure here, getting the lowest detectable possible point after that market structure break, so that we have an entry pretty close to this. Often this will dip down below and come up like this, so you'll get an even better entry. Sometimes you won't get as good an entry, but I thought it was a good entry to test and back test as an idea for an entry. ABCs are pretty much the same as they were. So we've got ABCs, haven't changed much on the ABCs, to be honest. Been playing around with the Fibonacci pools to get better ABCs and better entries, which I'll go through afterwards. 2B patterns. Now 2B patterns, pretty much the same sort of thing as as Quasimodo, there is another article that I read where we can get an even better entry, but an ABC is looks like this here, as you know. It's pretty much the same sort of pattern, but what we're doing is we're marking. Sorry, just bear me 2 seconds. So we've got our thank you very much, Vlad. So we have our entry potentially, which is we're waiting for market to come below that A. As the A comes down and we break down, we actually mark the high of the candle that actually breaks the ABC, and we're waiting for our entry to come back over the ABC pattern here to give us an entry just slightly more confirmed than an ABC. Gives you maybe a little bit more of a confirmed pattern. It's one that I've got currently running on bots at the moment, testing to see if it is as good as it looks. But that's just a slightly more confirmed version of an ABC, which is by Trader Vic. I've blabbered on quite a bit. Has anybody got any questions that I might be able to answer before continuing with the updates or anything like that for the moment? I know that there's quite a few questions about the actual update itself to see. Stream is full, so you can go to YouTube. So just bear me 2 seconds. I'll share the YouTube link with everybody on the chat so they can see my screen. YouTube. We go here.
I did share the live link.
Yeah, there's a link there. If you can't get on the screen, it's just there. You'll be able to see my screen there if you can't see it. So yeah, no problem whatsoever. That's so. Has anybody got any questions about the ABCs, or should I just continue going through the updates and to talk at the end maybe? Okay. Cool. Right. So obviously I've been through the Discord. If you do have any questions about any ideas for improving the ABCs, there is a new room. There's quite a few suggestions in there, quite a few bug reports and things like that in there. Have a quick one. Sorry, somebody had a question. Sorry, I went on to read the question. Skip had a question. More confirmed, like 2 candles across the line to retest. Is there a way of having a more confirmed MSB? Absolutely. I will add something like a retest to that line. I was kind of using the change of character here, like this one here, as a kind of a retest of that line. We could make sure that change of character is above the MSB, or wait for the change of character to come above the MSB before getting in. I could do those kind of things to get a better, more confirmed entry on my market structure break.
David, I have a question.
Yes.
The ABC, some of the entries I've noticed, I don't know what's changed, but some people are reporting that the trades are opened and closed immediately. And someone maybe suggested that the price, the take profit and the stop loss maybe were jumbled up a bit, and it opened and closed immediately because the stop loss was wrong or the take profit was wrong.
Okay.
I've noticed it quite a lot as well. That it'll open the trade and just close immediately. And there's no fair trading signal to sort of say it's coming from TradingView as such.
Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you very much, Steve. I'll have a look to find out why that is.
Yeah. Because at first we thought maybe it was the David Tech bot, but I don't think it is.
Yeah. I saw that a couple of people were having problems with the. Is it on ABC? Yeah, you said it was on ABC, didn't you? So.
Yeah, it happens to be on the ABC pattern.
Okay, I will have a.
I quite love them overnight. It just sort of kills. It just sort of kills it if you're going for really small take profits.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have a look. I'm not sure why that would happen, but I will have a look to find out why that.
I thought maybe it would happen if people were using the fibs as the
Yes.
You know, because obviously they're a bit more complicated than just using fixed, aren't they?
Sorry, it happened to me. It happened to me, but only while using risk to reward.
The risk to reward.
The risk to
Okay.
reward was kind of filtering, but it was entering in the trade and exiting very quickly, making. I wrote about it in the chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have a look. Risk
But
to
but
It's happened to
it
me,
only
and
happened to
I've
me
just been using
with
fixed.
risk to reward.
Yeah,
You're using fixed, are you, Steve?
I'm using fixed. Yeah, and it happened to me, which I thought was strange. But yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else that's causing the problem, rather than what type of take profit or stop loss you have.
Yeah, I'll have a look. I did reorganize the code for the alerts, so I'll see if there's a problem
Oh,
with
okay.
those
Yeah, it almost looks like a maths problem somewhere, but then I
Yeah.
guess it's all problems.
Okay. Thank you very much, Steve. I will have a look. I'll have a look.
No
Thank you
worries.
very much for pointing it out. Thank you. Let's go asked what does the red cross mean? The red cross means that no alert would have been sent because it hasn't met your risk, your minimum reward, which is this part here. If you have a filter small risk to reward set to 1, that means 1%. Your minimum risk to reward will be the minimum risk to reward from your stop loss to your take profit. If it's not at least 1, it means that it won't enter and it'll put a red cross on your chart and you won't end up with an alert. But it shows up on the chart so you can see an ABC if you wanted to manually trade it. Okay. Yes, so I've written that down. Thank you very much, Steve, for pointing it out. I need to go through. I think the actual settings. I need to move that. I need to go through the take profits and this thing here because a couple of people have had a couple of problems. I saw. I need to go through to make sure that that's fixed. I'll fix that for this evening. If anybody's got any other problems, I do know, like I said, when I released it, trading profits and moved to break even and things like that. Need more work done on them. I am working on these trading stop losses and trading take profits and move to break even to make them better. I also, like I said, have been working on the boilerplate, which is now this here. Moved to building a better boilerplate, which I've been working on since the very, very beginning of the month. So the idea is that patterns that can be traded on the next candle, I will convert into trading strategies so that we can use the boilerplate and all of the power of the actual boilerplate that we've been coding for almost a year, so that we can use much better trading stop losses, much better, we can use things like, there's tons and tons of options, lots of confluence. I'll re-add the confluence from the original indicator, multiple take profits, we have things like hedge mode, be able to use DCA mode, pyramid mode. We'll be able to use things to stop us getting stop us when we got too much drawdown and things like that. All of those good things will be able to be put into things like a Quasimodo pattern. The reason I moved away from the boilerplate was that we were looking to only trade the ABC pattern as a on the trigger had to be on that candle where we were coming and breaking that C, which was pretty hard for a strategy and could be done with an indicator. But now we have some other patterns there. I will put those other patterns into the boilerplate and then focus on the ABC as an indicator. It also gives us the trading view backtester. As we know, this is just part of the boilerplate. Actually the profit on that isn't too bad, considering it's just a crossover of EMAs. But yeah. So anyway. That I have been working on over the past couple of weeks. Still needs some finishing before I release it, but as soon as I've finishing tidying up the boilerplate again and the newer version of the boilerplate, I will transfer these patterns across to the boilerplate so that they can be used as full strategies. And then if I go back over, I know I've written some things down. The Quasimodo, the bake pattern. Let's just see if anybody's got any questions.
David,
Yes, hi there.
quick question. I noticed you add something called vector candles.
Yes.
Can you explain that, or do you have
Sure,
that in your
absolutely.
slides to come?
There's I just answer any questions. I've prepared mega amounts of slides. Yeah, sure. Victor candles. Now, Victor candles was introduced to me by Ollie Boy. Let me just go and have a look very quickly. I have to find the link to it. Victor candles. Victor candles. Sorry, I'll just bear me 2 very quick seconds. I will find the indicator on Trading View. Trading View, because I haven't got it up to get candles here. Sorry, just a couple of seconds. Just trying to find the indicator that I use to volume.
Sí, le pegó una piña.
Vlad, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Could you have a look through Ollie's message and see if you can find the Vector Candle link for me? In I believe it's on Telegram, because I haven't got Telegram on my computer at the moment. Yeah, so Victor candles, how they work is that the candles is kind of a strategy that was introduced. Well, is a strategy that was introduced to me by Ollie Boy, which is a strategy that I'm working on the side as another strategy. I wanted to add them because they work extremely well with ABCs. Needs work on as well. What they are is they're candles that are have confluence with the volume. Now, if I could show you the indicator, it would make a lot more sense. Where big amounts of volume. Sorry?
Check your Discord PMs, Vector Candle Zones.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is this the one? Let me have a look. Yep, let's open that one.
Let me know if it's not the right one.
Not sure. We'll have a look. Let me have a look. No, it's not that one, unfortunately. Let me try and find it very quickly. Sorry about this. I won't be a second. I'll try and find the link to the Vector candles. Where did Dolly send it to me?
I have a YouTube link.
Yeah, the YouTube link would be great.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind.
There you go. I thought it's a trading strategy.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. Yeah, what I'll do is I have a full YouTube link by Trader Reality. He goes through Vector candles and how they work for him. Let me try and find his. Let me find the link to the. It's called Vector Candle Zone. Oh, is that then? Okay. Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry. I know what it is now. I remember now. Let me have a look. Right. Okay, got it. There it is. Okay, I'll try this one. This one.
Check the next link from me.
I believe this might do. Trade the landing. Is this the one? I'll just pull this one up here and see if I can find it here very quickly. There you go. That will do. Okay, so it's pretty much volume, volume, and large candles. It looks like this. The Victor candles. What we have is when candles the volume is higher than normal. We're just pointing out those candles on there. There is a much better YouTube video which I will post in the chat just here, which explains everything. It works extremely well with money concepts and smart money concepts works extremely well. It seems to work extremely well to find ABCs as well. There you go. It's somebody just anyway. So you'll find it in the chat next to in the chat inside Discord at the side. I've just posted it there. So it's this indicator here. Like I said, when the volume is higher than average, we're pointing out by a green candle, and it just seems like it works extremely well with ABC patterns. As we're coming down, you can see we're creating these green and blue candles, which potentially mean that there's a reversal as we come over this ABC pattern here. So something, ABC pattern here as we're coming down, creating highs and lows. As you can see, we create also a green candle here, which means that there's potentially a lot of buy pressure coming into the market, pushing it through to ABC. So I thought Ollie, who, like I said, Ollie Boy, who's part of our group, pointed it out to me, so I added it. I do believe that I need to work on the actual, the way it's detected, because this candle obviously won't confirm until here, so it needs to find a way of me actually looking back and also working out how we can get in maybe on a retest afterwards as well. But that's how vector candles works. I apologize for the bad explanation, but there is a video in the links at the side, so you can see a full description of vector candles. Cool. Okay, they also work extremely well with order blocks. As you can see, I've got order blocks here. This order blocks I've been working on with another developer. The order blocks are these zones here, this area here, and here, which have been created by moves in the market, which potentially will be the idea of these vector candles coming down, creating ABCs, and then we'll be able to see whether we're retesting these here after. And I just need to look at a look back to see if we have a vector candle to actually take our entries as we come and retest these order blocks. Okay, cool. Hope that answered the question. I apologise for it taking me so long to find it. Okay, right. So no, that wasn't what I was going to go through. What else was there? There was a couple of other things that I added inside of the newest update. Some, like I said, need to be updated, and some need to be find better confluence. Well, not confluence, but better maybe pattern detection and things like that, like the Quasimodo. I also added better Fibonacci detection, two different ways of doing it. Previously we were using the zigzag, and now there's a way of looking back an X number of candles to be able to detect our Fibonacci, which means that it's no longer looking for the Fibonacci through the whole of the pattern. Before, what was happening was the Fibonacci pull would have looked very much like this here, coming all the way to the bottom of the ABC pattern, and then we're targeting, which also wasn't great sometimes, because sometimes it was pulling, as it's obviously just an algorithm, so it was pulling from a much smaller area, taking a much smaller Fibonacci, and also it could have even come back to somewhere like this over here, which gave us an even smaller take profits. So that was why some of the risk to reward was very, very small on some of the entries. So now what I've done is I've done a look back of 100 candles, or you can choose the number of candles. Obviously on a smaller time frame you might be able to look further back. On a higher time frame you want to maybe look a smaller number of candles back. What it does is it looks on that number of candles for the highest point, and then it will do pretty much like I just pulled, but from here down to here to create our Fibonacci pull, to find the 618 or whatever you're trying to target as your take profits for the Fibonacci's. There's also other confluence using the Fibonacci's, Fibonacci levels, which are this here, which is our C Fibonacci area, which which gives us a pull from here. Let me remove that there. So what we're doing here is I'm trying to look for more confluence to confirm the pattern as an ABC pattern, if you're using for ABC and not Quasimodo. If you're looking to do a ABC pull, what we're looking for is a pull from here to here. And this one would have been maybe filtered out until maybe here, maybe. So what we're doing is we're putting from here to here. Yep, that's right, from there to there. So that would have been from A to B up here. And then we're looking for our pattern to confirm, and the way it's going to confirm is making sure that we're going below that blue line and at least going as far as this 1.272 before it reverses up. Now this was an idea by a couple of members in the group, including our RW86. You can configure them to get better entries. So you have here the minimum. So I've set it to it was 0.1, and then the maximum would have been at 0.272, which means that I'm actually looking for an entry where the B line comes all the way down to the black line, to the blue line, and doesn't go quite as far as the 272 and then comes back up. Obviously, they're the kind of things that need back testing, but that's what I found gave me the best results on a reversal for that pattern. Obviously, there's other patterns like the Quasimodo that we might give different entries and things like that. So yeah, so that was another thing for in the recent updates. What else have I did? I added a couple of other things. Added some.
David.
Yes.
Just a quick one on that fib levels.
Yes.
I think it might, if you just think about it, it might be a good idea to be able to pick the recent high that broke the trend, or the recent low that broke the trend.
Okay, so that would be the top. So for if I'm pulling the fib from the top up here, yeah, putting it down, and then I'm coming down to the most lowest point, or so this would be 1 and this would be 0. So what part am I looking at? Sorry.
Do you know? Well, just the way I do it manually.
Okay.
The way I do it manually is obviously I find just say you were replaying from where the arrow is.
Yeah.
I find that, and then I go find the highest point. Then I go back to the candle that broke the last highest point. So that point where you've started from on your fibs.
Right.
Now,
yeah.
you see the high where you've started from on your fibs.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you go back in time.
Okay.
If you go back in time, other way. To the candle, if you put a line from that fit where you started your fibs now backwards.
Here, up here, up the top, yeah? I mean. Yeah, up here.
If you put a line backwards.
Right,
to find,
okay.
Keep going along till you find something that's broke.
So it'll be up here, yeah?
Look, see there, that's broke there.
Okay.
Fib from, I normally fib from up there when I'm manual, and most of the time it actually, if you fib now from there, most of the time they marry up to lines. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
They bounce nicely off of each line.
Okay, cool. I didn't realise that. Yep, fantastic. That's pretty easy to detect as well.
That's how I manually trade. And if you notice, like from that point where you've started your new fib from, they normally coincide with all the lines as it's coming down.
Okay.
Or up, or whatever.
I have noted that, written it down. Let me just write it down, and I'll also screenshot it, because that way I have a good screenshot of that so that I remember, and I'll develop that this evening. Capture. Cool. Thank you very much. I will look at trying to develop that this evening to make it better. obviously these ones are very small, so that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to get better and bigger, obviously bigger targets. So yeah,
I think because if you obviously we're trying auto, but if you're manually trading, I think that's the way I do it when I manually trade. So I think if we can implement quite like as much as we can from manual, because you're getting better entries from manuals and stuff, aren't you? So
yes,
I mean, if we can implement as much as we can from manual, as far as it'll go into a bot, then we're going to get better entries all round.
Absolutely,
better,
absolutely. I totally agree with you. And it needs, I can absolutely, and with all your input, I can make this much better. So things like those that I didn't realise that was how you were putting the fibs, but I will implement it without doubt. Cool. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. Yeah. So those fibs I will continue improving. We've gone from look back to the zigzag and things like that. I'll also look at how we can find the highest point that is broken, the high from the ABC, like we just spoke about, to add that as well. So that's cool. I added some more confluence into the situation. Like you said, the vector candles. Divergences, somebody said to me this week, that yesterday, that they aren't working correctly, so I need to check that. It's not working with what's showing up on the screen, so I need to check that. The volume flow was Lazy Bear's indicator. I'm not sure anybody's found any great entries with that, but somebody asked me to add it, so I did those. Also made this a little bit more dynamic, this area here, so you can choose your MA levels, and so you just choose MA here, and then you can choose what is the MA what MA you're using here on the side. Just makes it a little bit more dynamic, so that you can more easily choose, instead of being bound to the 200, the 100, or the 50. So those ones I have been added recently. These were very new here. This area here, the take profits area here, a couple of bugs that I need to fix in that area there, but I intend to find better stop loss detection and things like that. So far, like we just spoke about, the Fibonacci, maybe find better ways of putting the Fibonacci levels from a take profit point of view. The stop losses, if anybody's got any ideas of stop losses that they would like me to add, I added in the boilerplate quite a few recently. So here, stop losses, there's quite a few in there, so I can absolutely add those ones as well if anybody wants me to add those. I'm quite happy to do that. Yes.
I was speaking to someone last night about stop losses. It sounds like a good idea as well, if you could look into it. When you've gone into an ABC and you're in a trade, the breaker structures, what keep going down or keep going up, maybe like setting the stop losses to eat every time you get a breaker structure, trail from a breaker structure kind of.
Yeah, so it'll follow like this up the top. Oh, that's a nice drawing, David. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't do very well at art class. So it'll follow these and kind of set the stop loss as we break above it. We obviously, break above it. Maybe the previous one. For this one here, maybe.
Yeah, it just seemed, like obviously to follow the breaker structures up. If you keep getting breaker structures, keep following it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Into one direction.
Yeah, certainly. The trailing stop loss is something that I want to spend a bit more time on over the week, so that can certainly go into there, so that we can work out a way of it not getting stopped out on every breaker structure. Maybe using the previous one, when you're up here, you're actually putting it over here. That would have still got stopped out. Maybe laddering it like I did with the ATR, but it certainly is worth back testing. So I'll put it on there to breaks of structure. Breaks of structure trail. It kind of does that anyway, but because currently what it does, even though it's not very, like I said when I released it, it's not very well coded at the moment. This way, in the opposite direction, so it comes up, and as soon as this is detected here, you would have been stopped out just here. So yeah, so it works kind of like that, but maybe we can step it using the breaks of structure instead. Okay. Right, that's that done. OBS, what else have I done? Those ones I've been through. A couple of people have said that they want me to improve on. Hi, Ojas, how's it going?
Hi, David. I'm great. Did you find work on that ATR trading stop loss?
The ATR trading stop loss, is that question? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yes.
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 Yeah, so what I'm doing, as I just said, I'm trying to improve immensely on the trading stop loss. I have coded a much better trading stop loss in the boilerplate itself. So I'm taking the code from this, which allows me to use the ATR, things like the Bollinger Bands or the Keltner channel or the Don Chain channel. So I'm adding all of these from this from here across into the ABC method here, so that we can have a better trading stop, including our ATRs much better. So hopefully, well, definitely in the next release, you will see there'll be much better trading stop losses, options, and a better way of using the ATR.
So are you using the boilerplate for the ABC strategy as well?
So my idea is where possible the patterns from the smart money and ABC, where the patterns are possible, I'm going to move them over to the boilerplate so that we can use the backtester and things like that. The trading view backtester and not the thing that I made over here. That I'm going to be over the next couple of it's going to take me a good week to get this one finished up and done, so I'm going to continue updating this one, the ABC and taking the code from the boilerplate and transferring it over to here so that we can use the features from the boilerplate, which I've started already. As you can see, we've got this the stop losses, which looks pretty much the same. And then things like the patterns where there's a retest, for instance, the Quasimodo pattern, or a retest of the ABC, or a retest or market structural breaks with a retest using the change of character, or things like that. What I'm doing is trying to put that actually into the boilerplate so that we can use the backtester. So we get the best of both worlds. And for the patterns that can't be tested, can't be used because they need a quick entry, we'll leave as an indicator, and the other ones will be able to use the strategy.
Okay, so as far as I understand, the Quasimodo can be used in the backtester, but because it works on limit orders as well, right? But not the ABCs that we have on the SMC one, because they will enter market.
Absolutely. The problem is the enter of market. So anything that's got a little bit extra time or is waiting for a confirmed candle, that can be used using the strategies or the backtester, the boilerplate. The ABCs, as you just said, it needs to be used market orders. So I'll continue using it as an indicator for the ABCs.
All right. But will you still be transferring the ABC pattern to the boilerplate, irrespective of whether we can backtest it or not?
I'll happily try to put it in there, but unfortunately, like I said, I'll put it in there, no problem whatsoever, as part of the strategy. But like I said, as we're waiting for the candles, as the ABC it uses market orders. Obviously, you won't be able to use the alerts from the strategy itself to trade the ABC patterns. But that way, you have both anyway. Do both.
Yeah, because let's just assume that it will consider it as an entry when the next candle closes. So, as for me, who trades on 15-minute time frame, at least I can get a fair idea of whether the trade was a win or not. I just keep a bigger stop loss to backtest it, maybe. Obviously, the results will be better when you're trading it without the, in the market conditions. But it should give us an idea of whether it did work out or not, right?
Absolutely, it should give us more confidence and more data to be able to see what would work. there is going to be some some things that aren't great in it. The ideas of things like confluence. If you're trying to add confluence, you're not going to be sure whether that confluence would actually show up on the indicator because you're actually using a completely different candle. But it'll give us a little bit of extra data to be able to test it to see how it works in certain market conditions and things like that.
Perfect.
I wish you wouldn't say confluence when Ojash is in chat.
Yeah, that is not gonna lie.
Dear. Okay, so I hope for like I said, to be able to get the best of both worlds of being able to use the indicator when the indicator is necessary, and the strategy when it's possible to use the strategy as a preference, because strategy number one has more features. Strategy also is back testable. Not sure that's a word, but yeah, you can back test it using the trading view back tester. Things like this entry here, which is being filtered out by obviously being filtered out by the R&R filter there, but wouldn't even be taken into account by the trading view backtester, because obviously the take profit is below the entry, so it wouldn't even be taken into account by the trading view backtester. So they're things that I wouldn't have to worry about as much. Yeah, so let me find out anything else that I have added. I think over the next couple of days, personally, I'd like to try and do some videos about smart money, the smart money concepts, the order blocks and things like that, fair value gaps, order blocks and things like that, because those are where this all originally came from. Also market structure breaks, change of character and things like that, explaining them a bit better so that we can work out where these entries come from with the market structure breaks and things like that. Understanding where the logic's behind them, what I've coded and things like that, so that we can see them a bit better. So I should expect to release a couple of videos. Like I said, they won't be edited videos, they'll just be videos like we're today talking, just so that you can see what's behind the actual code, how it's working, where the entries are, what my backtesting results look like, and things like that. And the actual strategy themselves, and the actual original strategies, like for the 2B pattern here that shows up without zero confluence, you'll be able to see what the actual entry is, and I'll be able to explain better when the entry is confirmed and things like that in a video. Do you believe?
Hey, David.
Hi there.
Hey, how you doing? I'm kind of about a month into the group, and just want to say everything is phenomenal. But I don't know if you actually, yeah, of course. I don't know if you actually answered the question that I had posted, because I'm actually working, so I'm like in and out. But will you, once you add to a strategy like you do all the other strategies you have, will it still be able to show the indicator of the ABC? Because I'm in an area where I can't use Bybit, so I just use regular MT4, and I trade Forex pairs and NAS 100, and I want to be able to still see the ABC pattern where it entered at and everything, because I use it manually. Would that still be an option?
Absolutely, there always will be the indicator. I will continue updating the indicator's code so that you'll be able to see the patterns and continue to manually trade it. It gets in extremely fast, close to the top, and it doesn't work very well with the trading view backtester. But for the other patterns, we might be able to backtest that. Well, we will be able to backtest them, but you will always have access to the indicator itself, so you can continue manually trading it. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, David.
No problem, and I will continue obviously improving it as I'm improving the strategy as well.
Of course, it's well worth the money, I'll say that.
Thank you. I'm glad. Welcome to the group, and well, thank you very much. Andre,
thank you.
No problem. Andre, I think that you had a question. Is that? No,
yeah,
sorry. Sorry, Andre. Sorry. Yeah.
Really quick, two questions.
Yeah.
First of all, I just joined like 10 minutes ago, and I don't know if you talked something about even the previous smart money editions, like the 7.4, like because loads of people are having good entries, good they make money on the 7.4. I know you're gonna update everything, but can you open like I don't know, a new window or something like that on your website and leave the 7.4? So
Yeah, absolutely. I tend to try not to update and change anything other than bugs, things like this thing here, which pops up, which obviously has now got a red cross. But it would absolutely be nice to remove those patterns there, or find a better Fibonacci pull for them. But I will continue. Somebody pointed out a way of continually using the old version. I can't remember how to do it myself. I will try and find that thread so you continue using the old version. When I update them, the best thing to do is to add the indicator, because you don't get an automatic update. What happens is you have to remove the old one and then re-add it. What I say to everybody is the best thing to do is to leave it on your chart and then add the new version as well, either to a new chart or add it to the same chart, and that way you'll have both versions until you've worked out whether the new version is something that you want to continue playing with, or that way you've still got the old version on your chart as well.
I'm actually doing that, but my question is, maybe we're gonna have like two strategies instead of only one improved. You know what I mean? So
yeah, there'll be
7.4 something like different from the next version. You know.
There's the indicator that's on the screen, which is 7.4, will be an indicator that I will not change. There will be not changes. Like I said, there'll be a couple of slight improvements trying to move these things here like that, for instance, or if I add a new pattern, it will be added. It won't be removing an old one to add a new one. I'll be adding a new pattern. The strategy will be a strategy, so it'll be a completely different script, a different strategy, so it'll be a completely different one to this one, so you'll have both access to both of them.
Cool. Second question.
Yes.
I don't know if you said when you're expecting to have all this improvements.
When we have it, the new update.
Yeah, the new update.
What I tend to do is it never works out this way. What I try to do is I try to get into chat with everybody like once a week after releasing an update, giving everybody a bit of time to play around with it, come up with some ideas and things like that, better improvements, finding any bugs or anything that may have, or things that annoy them or things like that. Then I jump in, I talk. I've already done some updates in the background, and I try to get the new update done for either the same day or the next morning, but I tend to run into a bug or two, and it normally takes me about 24 to 48 hours to get the new update out for everybody. So expect me to say I'll try and get it done by tomorrow, but it will probably take me about 48 hours because I'll probably find some kind of bug or something.
That's perfect.
Fine. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
No problem. Welcome to the group as well. Sorry, no, it's terrible. And every time I was getting close to like releasing it, I was going, "Oh, there you go. That's looking good." And then it just sort of, I found another bug, and it took me another 2 hours or another 24 hours to fix it all. But yes, I'll try not to tell everybody it's going to be tomorrow in the future. I'll say it's going to be 48 hours to 72 hours, and hopefully I'll be able to do it quicker.
Hello, David.
Hi, Ojesh. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually found out yesterday that if you are taking any indicator and if you save it in layout, then whenever there's an update, if you open it from the layout, you'll get back to the previous version.
Fantastic. It was you that showed the shared yesterday then on Discord. Thank you very much, Ojesh. Yes, so if you save a layout, there is a couple of screenshots in Discord. I'll find them. If you save a layout and then come back to it afterwards, obviously you have the same, the old indicator as well. Thank you, Ojesh. Yes, very true. It was you. Same as me telling my fourth day. Hold on. Okay, there's a couple of questions. Repost, David. Hi, David. ABC. Yep, Osman, I have been looking through. Like I said, I spend my weekends reading through all of the information everybody sends me. I try to get through as much as possible and study and learn things over the weekend. Harmonic patterns from Elliott Wave. Harmonic patterns. You sent me a load of really interesting information. I am going through them one by one and trying to add more the logic than actually the pattern itself behind them to improve on them. But yes, thank you very much for sending it to me. I will continue adding those kind of the information that people send to me to make the indicator better. Have I fixed the back tester? Depends what you mean by have I fixed the back tester, Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's talking. Hello.
David, did you work around that repainting issues?
Yeah, right. I was asked you. Now, there's a couple of repainting issues that have been reported. One with the MSB, which I have fixed. The other one was with one of the confluences, which either I'm going to have to just tell everybody that I can't fix, or I'll continue looking for a solution. I can't remember which one it was. Looking for a solution to it. Was it? I can't remember.
It was when I wrote a discount premium. The line is still moving when the price is going down, and I believe it should be water because the third confluence I'm using is fair value gaps, and I don't think there's anything in that logic that can repaint.
Yes. So so it's confluence. Yeah. So it was confluence. I haven't had enough time to look further into it, Josh. I will have a look this evening. I will continue to code that this evening to try and find a better solution. The discount unfortunately seems to give us absolutely fantastic entries and things like that, and so confluence, but it has been a bit of a pain for me to try and get that line confirmed and fixed in cement or whatever to get it so it doesn't move at all after the entry. I think what I'm going to have to do is completely rethink the indicator, remove it, and not the whole indicator, obviously, just the discount and premium, fix them into a fixed area, and then take it out of this confluence area and maybe make it as a separate part. The reason being is that way I can then fix it into a variable which will be fixed, and that variable won't move whilst you're in a trade. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to do that, and I'm going to write that idea down because I just had it and I think that might work. So discount.
That sounds nice.
The water atta is a real pain as well. I'm not sure how I can do that one, but I will think about that as well. The discount, I think I've just thought of the solution, which is cool. The water atta I'll think about this evening and try and find out how I can work out a way of that not repainting. Do you have a look back period at all on yours or not?
I have and I'm looking at the back and forward both.
Okay, so I reckon that the water atta is actually coming from that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to work out a way. So it's going to be the forward that's causing the problem, I think, like I said last time we spoke about it. So let me...
Yes, so let's do one thing. If you open Tron, I think that was the latest reprint that I have got.
Okay, where am I looking, Odesh, sorry?
TRX.
TRX. Okay, just spare me 2 seconds. Let me just write down the idea of the discount so I don't forget it, because otherwise I will forget and then I won't remember. Premium discount, fix to VAR whilst in trade. In trade. Okay, that way at least that'll be fixed. So I'm moving over to TRX. Okay, go.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work because I don't know why, but it's back in on the screen now.
Yeah, problem with repainting is it's hard to reproduce. I think I'm pretty sure, Ojesh, the problem is coming from forward and using the look back. Problem is that there is no anti-repainting for this look back period here. It's only really for back. That it works. I need to look at a way of working out a way of doing it for forward and both. So I'll look at adding the anti-repainting to forward. Repaint.
Okay, I'm forward as well because I just realized I got an alert, but the alert was not really matching up with the exact timing, so it has to be the forward instead of the backward. So can we not take a high instead of I think the same way that you had done with close value so that you exactly find out whether it was at any point above the level that we want it to be.
This is for what indicator? For the
just for
what data? Yeah, I can. First thing I'll do is I'll stop the repainting on the forward, and I can use the high instead to see if we can use that in the algorithm. Yes, I can. Yes, I'm sure I can. But I think the first thing I need to do is work out a way of confirming the look back period. So maybe you'll have to move that to 2 and then use forward and then 2 instead. I'll work out a way because otherwise the problem is that you're still going to end up with repainting on other things like the wave trend or something like that on the forward as well, because it works in the same way. So I'll fix the forward and then I'll look for other things like the higher highs and things like that to try and improve on that as well.
Sure, but would it be a little like if I use the for look back period for 2, would it not give me a delayed entry, right? Because then we're looking at 2 candles and a lot happened by then.
Maybe, yeah, that may be true. Very true. Let me give it a go. I will add. What I'll do, Ojesh, is I'll add a checkbox here which is next to look back, which will say anti-repaint. That way you can test it to see whether it does give you a delayed entry. Sorry. And also to see whether it's giving you the entry that you want, which is the same thing. I'll add that. That way we'll be able to test it, and then if it doesn't work, I'll try and find another way of working out how to do it. The problem with the Watata is that it does repaint as an indicator. And when you're looking on a forward period, obviously that's gonna make it even worse. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are you going to do the higher heighting in this version or the next version? Just take the value that the word data gives you.
What I suggest is that I'll start coding it this evening. If you're about, I'll send you a couple of messages to ask you more information about your higher ideas, etc. And then I'll code that whilst if you're about sometime, either today or tomorrow. I'll send you a message so we can try and work out a better way of confirming it without using the next candle. Is that
sure?
Hey David, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Cool. Like I'm looking at the grand scheme of things of your project of finding the biggest, bestest indicator and connecting it to bots, right?
Right.
But you have like a whole community now with, I don't know, thousands of people,
yes.
And everybody has some great idea or shitty idea. But how do you prioritize?
This is where the idea of ABC has come in. I was doing a lot of indicators, and I was looking to try and build something together as a community with this ABC project. What do you mean by prioritize? Prioritize what's been what pains that I have. Sorry, Carol. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. You can think.
No problem.
It's like like everybody has these like recommendations, or people find bugs or whatsoever. But if you once you release an update, what are you going to which issues are you going to address first, and from which point are you going to work forward? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, luckily, Tom, everybody seems to have the same sort of problems. Like Ojesh said, there's a couple of repaint problems. I've seen that a message has come up several times, so it means that a lot of people are using the same confluences for entry. Ideas of as I've been going through to build the indicator have mainly been things like adding new confluence and things like that, so it's been pretty easy for me to code in. So I've used the Discord rooms where everybody's been suggesting things to add things and things like that, to find ideas for inspiration and things like that to move forward. My idea at the moment is we've got a pretty good indicator with some pretty good entries. We've got there's things that need to be fixed. I think the idea would be, instead of now adding new features, it would be to fix some of the things that are going wrong, like the Fibonacci's, the Fibonacci's where sometimes it does pick this wrong pattern here, either re-putting the Fibonacci or finding a better way of doing it. Finding those kind of bugs instead of adding new features in the future. That's what I think. That's also where these live streams sort of, well, very much come into play. I kind of tried to get a feeling of what everybody feels and how we should excuse me, how we should go forward together. Like I said, I'm pretty lucky because everybody seems to have the same sort of ideas. There's a couple of people in the group that have been extremely helpful for me to find new ideas to go forward. And that's how I really go about it, to be honest. I personally have the bot set up on Endless Margins bot, and as I see bugs, I try to fix them. As I see bugs inside of the Discord, I try to do it as they pop up so that I don't forget, or add them at least to Jara so I can follow and fix them as quick as possible. In the future, in the past and in the future, I've had things like a Monday sheet for people to be able to suggest new trading strategies, which was pretty hard to go through because there was quite a few at the beginning. And then it ended up pretty much the same as this. It ended up with a few strategies that stood out quite a lot. A lot of people submitted the same ones, so I started coding those ones. So maybe I'll go through some kind of Monday sheet again as we're coming closer to the release outside of a beta, so that people can submit ideas and bugs to a Monday sheet. That was a long reply to your question. I hope that I replied to it. I apologise for the long reply.
No, I love it. It's very elaborate. Cool. Awesome. Thanks.
No problem. I'm not sure I really replied very well to that. I apologise, Banner. Okay. Yes.
Quick question concerning the alerts. I noticed you have the ABC alerts, divergence, fair value gaps, and so on. And now you have two new ones that just says entry.
Yes.
Could you elaborate on that a little, please?
Yes, absolutely, sure. Okay, so the alert system works in two different ways. There's the alert system, which works with this here, which is connected to bots, which allows us to add things like the stop loss, the take profit, and stop loss, take profit, entry if you're looking for a limit entry. If you're using bots, it allows us to use these placeholders here so that you can set up one single alert for multiple coins. So these placeholders here are replaced dynamically. They're replaced dynamically through the code before being sent to your middleman service, so that middleman service knows when to enter and exit. So the different entries work in two different ways. We have this one here, so the any alert function call. That works. So it works with the placeholders. So what it does is it takes what you've decided as a full strategy. So if you've decided here that you're going to be using the 2B pattern, and you have filled out these zones here, what it's going to do is the entry, any alert function call will take the code from inside the settings and only enter on the 2B pattern, because that's what you've decided, and it's going to replace all of those placeholders before going to your exchange or your middleman service. And then we have a couple of other ones here. Now these ones are more for manual traders, manual traders, or somebody that's just going to, for instance, send the alert to the exchange to get the entry, and then they'll look after their stop loss and take profits manually. So what I've done is I've added ABC, breaks of structure, divergences, and things like that for us to get alert. I have forgotten to add the other ones here, so I will add things like the 2B and things like that. So obviously the ABC is the ABC, the break of structure is the break of structure, divergences are divergences, and things like that. But the entry, what that is it's taking exactly the same alert from your any alert function call. So this is actually the one that is called up here. So it's going to take that and send that. So if you set up your strategy so that it's going to be the 2B pattern here, or the market structure break plus change of character, you're going to be wanting to get an alert on the entry. So the entry here. So what that's going to be alerting is whenever you see these green and white lines here, that's when you're going to get the alert for the entry. The other ones will just alert whether you're there or not, just to inform you that a pattern has been detected. That way you can get back to your screen if you're manually trading. I hope that explained. Let me go again very quickly. So obviously,
yes,
it's all right, was it? I know it's a bit complicated, so I'm not sure I explained well.
Yes, I totally understand. One thing is the market structure break.
Yes.
In terms of the effects, is that the same as the break of structure?
Yes, absolutely. So the MSB here, the microstructural break. Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong arrow here. There we go. The MSB market structural break is when you're in a downtrend. So breaks of structure are in a downtrend. When we enter a bullish uptrend as such, our first market structure break is an MSB, and then we go over to a break of structure. Now,
so if I'm using the break of structure,
yes.
So if I'm using the break of structure manual alerts, would the market structure break, would that come in under that as well, or that's something totally separate?
That would also be considered as a break of structure as well. Yes, so you would get the alert for that as well. Yes, under break of structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a break of structure. Some people have said to me that market structural break, is also on a bigger time frame. I wanted to put a difference between the first one and just a normal break of structure. So I've pointed it out as a market structure break. But it is a break of structure. It's just a way of seeing the first one. That was all.
Okay, because I actually use the break of structure for my trading manually.
Okay.
And with regards to the change of character, is it possible to get alerts for that individually? So if you miss the market structure break, you still have another chance of getting in?
Absolutely. You're not the first person to add. I have obviously forgot to add it or activate it. Let me just note that down. Alerts. I will add that on the next update because, as I said, you're not the first person. It's one that I think is important as well, especially if you're trading this like market structural break and then change of characters. Yes, I will add them. I apologise that they haven't been added before.
Okay, no problem, because those change of characters, they present a lot of opportunity for scalping.
Absolutely,
that I could
yes.
see.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know somebody that's trading them, literally scalping, and all they're doing is aiming for that previous high where up here, getting in and just literally scalping that small entry and exit, and using it as a scalper, which, yeah, it seems a very good trading strategy.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem
Keep up the good
whatsoever.
work.
Thank you. No, thank you very much. So, change of character alerts. I will add that here. Cool. Right. I think that's pretty much the updates for the actual indicator itself. I know that a couple of people have had a couple of problems. Headache problems with endless margin. It seems what has happened is Bybit have actually added the David Tick bot to its drop down for the APIs, but they've, for some unknown reason, they've whitelisted the wrong IP address. It's not the server that we're using for endless margin. For the endless margin connector bot as such. So continue if you're setting up to use the whitelist all IPs, and I have sent a message to Bybit, and they have said that they're going to change our IP as quick as possible. So hopefully that would fix everybody's problems with anything that they may have encountered with the endless margin bot. Excuse me. So that has been. I've been speaking to Bybit. I hope that everybody's getting the entries. I know that from the data that a lot of people are starting to use it, so that's great. I'm very happy. Somebody asked me about adding their credentials into these forms. We don't. I don't. Endless margin do not record any. I've seen that a couple of people have. Are more worried about adding their identities, obviously their APIs, into websites because there have been recently a couple of hacks on a couple of other websites, like I can't remember which one it was, but they've had. But my idea is not to store any data whatsoever. The only thing that is stored is obviously the email address, which is your email address. On my site as you connect, obviously, to connect to the website. Other than that, I don't store any information whatsoever from anything. Everything happens between you, the exchange. Obviously, there's the bot connector between the two, but there is no recording of data whatsoever. You have a connection to your Discord bot if you connected it to a Discord bot, so you can debug it yourselves or find. But that's one thing that I like about endless margin is there's no data being stored between you and between me, you. So your data is literally on TradingView, literally on Bybit, and that's it. So that was something somebody asked me about that on YouTube because I did a video about it. Okay, let me have a look very quickly at the questions. So the indicator alert signals on TradingView. Using... Okay, yep. Would you add a stop loss in profit function? Yeah, I'm going to add, Marco, I'm going to add a stop loss function, more trailing steps and things like that. I'll be adding very, very quickly. Don't forget to change your API key to secret. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I need to do that. Thank you very much. I did that exactly the same. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I have set myself up a couple of bots, and every time I come on, I end up showing my my API, and kindly have he always reminds me to remove my API. So thank you very much, and secret. Thank you very much. I need to get you. Yes.
Dave, can you add this, whenever we're getting an alert for the ABC or the Quasimodo, can we have a distinctive difference between the alerts, as in like a variable that just says that this alert is for a Quasimodo, so I can track it?
So you're talking about the manual entry alerts I was talking about, these ones here?
Yeah, no, not exactly. Like if you are using the entry tag as Quasimodo, we are also so when you're setting up Quasimodo entries, are we only getting entries for Quasimodo pattern or for ABCs, normal ABCs as well? We're getting for both, right?
No, 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 no. If you've right, okay, there's several different alerts, like I said here. If you're using the any alert function call, that is literally bind to this box here, the entry. It's bind to this here. Whatever you choose there will be the alert that you get.
So, but if you use the Quasimodo entry over here, you are also getting alerts for ABC patterns as well, right? Quasimodo is a build-up on the ABC, as far as I understand.
Yes, absolutely, but you're only getting the actual alert because you're getting the entry on the Quasimodo. You don't get alerts both for the ABC and the Quasimodo because obviously
Okay. So you will only be getting alerts for Quasimodo and not for the
Yes,
ABCs.
absolutely.
Okay. So then there's no point adding a alert difference.
No, you have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add, like you've got these here, so you've got several options. I will improve on those options so that you can be able to see those. For instance, if you put a ABC there, you will get the ABC alert, even if you have chosen Quasimodo as a pattern.
Alright, so we can get the ABC alerts and the Quasimodo alerts within a single alert, right?
As a single, yeah, the Quasimodo is its own pattern. The ABC is its own pattern, even though the Quasimodo is built upon the ABC. They're detected apart from each other in the logic, so you can have them both alert. You'll be able to have them both alert if I add it here, so you can add alert, but that would be more for a manual entry. If you're looking to bot entry, you only get the one alert for whatever's bind to this drop down here. So whatever's there is where you're going to get the alert for.
Alright. That explains. Thanks.
No problem. Can we get the break even option to be... Oh, sorry, I interrupted somebody. I didn't...
Problem.
Hi, Marco.
Hello, David. When we use divergence as confluence, divergence is then being used. Is that what we select in a drop-down?
Yes, but somebody did point out to me today that it's not making any difference to the trades, so I believe there may be a problem. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have a look after the call, but it's whatever's selected in here. I have also been working on a divergence cloud, which will have all of them in there, and then it will give it a weighted average as such. And if above that weighted average on the on a bit like the one I did a weighted average on the divergences as a divergence cloud. If there's divergences on the MACD and the RSI, that would give it a weight of like 2, and if it's above 2, it would take an entry at that point as well. So I'm working on that as well. Currently, it is working on the divergence that is in this box here.
Okay, great, thanks.
No problem. Steve said, "Can we get a break even option to?" Okay. Steve asked for me to add a little bit of extra profit to the break even, so that when we're in break even, we're covering for fees, I guess. I make it absolutely. Like I said. The idea, my idea behind the break-even is what happens is currently what's coded in is we have a move to break-even. I can't even remember where it is. There we go. Move to break-even at however much percentage you want. You can actually use endless margin or any other at that point to set. So what happens here is in this part here, in this code here, we have the take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. What's currently happening is if you're using a static, a non-trailing take profit, the take profit 3 is being replaced with the figure of the take profit, the take profit level, so the dollar value as such. What happens is if you're using the move to break even what I'm trying to do is add the move to break even so that it becomes it doesn't add the stop loss. So the stop loss is looked after by the indicator because it then moves up to break even, and then I'm going to add a remove the take profit price to this sounds a bit complicated, but it's a lot easier than what it is. What it's going to do is going to give you the option to take off a certain amount of money off the table at that point, so that you can take like 50% offers as price comes up and hits a certain percentage before. It seems extremely complicated. I will explain it better when I've added the feature, but in reply to your question, Steve, yes, I can. I apologise. Sometimes I go a bit in too deep to things, but yes, I can. Oh dear. What books do you recommend for the Elliott Wave? The only books that I've really read for Elliott Wave myself is this one here, which is Elliott Wave Trading, the Visual Guide 2, which you can see on YouTube now. If you're on YouTube, I have that one there. Camera's over there. That one there that I've read. The other one that I have read is this one here, which I didn't like anywhere as much, but yeah, that one there, which is Elliott Wave Principles. Those are the two that I have. I'm currently reading another book which is about Wyckoff, which I'm quite enjoying, but I can't remember the title. And I haven't got my phone yet. Let me have a look. I've got it. I purchased it on Amazon. So let me have a look. Amazon trading. Let me have a look. This one here, this one I'm quite enjoying quite a lot. It's not only about Wyckoff, it's about lots of different patterns. It's called the 3 Skills of Top Trading, but it goes through a lot of Wyckoff theories. It's that one there. If anybody's on YouTube, you can't see it. Come on, show up. There we go. That one there. Good book. I like that one. It's got quite a lot about Wyckoff and things like that in there. And I still yet to have to finish reading the book Crypto Trader that Steve sent me, which I haven't finished reading yet. I think I'll take a week holiday and I'll sit with the beach somewhere reading that one, Steve. Okay. There was another one that I liked as well.
Not so fast.
Yeah. No, don't worry. The other one was Robert Carter, who is another good author for anybody that's looking to trade these bots. I very much like his book as well, which was quite good for anybody looking to connect to bots. He does a lot of open source as well, so if you're looking for anything open source, might be something that's interesting for you. Yeah, I think that's pretty much close to getting there.
Somebody said something about the screener, if you have any updates to that.
Yeah, absolutely. The screener I have worked a little bit on over the past couple of days. What I wanted to do was leave it for... Oh, what about the screener? Yeah, I can see from Ghost. Okay, I have been working on it. It is my ultimate goal to have it completely working as we are with all of the options from the indicator. I didn't really want to spend too much time on it because we're updating so much recently, but like I said, I think we're at the stage now where we can stop adding new features and start improving on what we've got. So I believe that the screener will be the next thing that I spend a lot of time on to try and give us the opportunity to keep an eye on lots of coins, whether you're trading the 2B pattern, the Quasimodo, or the ABC, or breaks of structure or whatever. You'll be able to choose that in the grid and be able to choose it to to alert you on multiple coins. Obviously, as you know, I haven't updated it recently because I've been updating the indicator, so I hope that I'll have enough time to continue updating that now. Over next week, I should imagine.
Awesome. Another personal question. Current back screener that you're showing in the picture on top on a bottom left corner, I think it had some problems on mobile. Did you fix that?
So the back tester on the corner over here, there was a couple of people that said what I'm trying to do is I've remodeled the back tester to look like this, which is here, which will be in the next update. And with this option, we also have in the boilerplate, if I go down to, where is it? It's down the bottom, I believe, if I remember rightly. There you go. You have the options to move it around wherever you want on the screen, and also turn it to horizontal instead of vertical, or vertical instead of horizontal. So that way you'll be able to kind of go back to where it was before, or move it around the screen so it works better on mobile.
Awesome. Another one, also from me. Can you open up the alerts from the indicator, not the screener?
From the indicator, yes, indeed.
How you set up the alerts, on the dots and the alerts. Click on that one. Can you, I think I already said that, can you like put there something like the back tester so people would know which alerts which signal is basically put on the back tester, like to make it more obvious?
Okay, so for instance, somewhere in the back tester we have pretty much what it will say would be what's checked in here as such. So you'll be able to see which alert's been sent off. Yes, we can. A good idea, Vlad. It makes it a bit more obvious, like you said.
And maybe add. Can you show me again actual trade of the back tester, like the white line, the red, and the green line?
Yeah, sure. I don't know
if you can browse one.
Yeah, if I can find one here. This one isn't a particularly.
Go for more trades because they're like 22. Oh, there you go. Can you add some other symbol to that to make it more obvious, maybe on top or bottom, like we have with the strategies, the arrows and such?
Yeah, my idea, like I said, is to take the code from this from the strategy. Let me have a look here, see if I've got any entries. Where's an entry? Here is to take exactly what we've got now. Currently, the red lines are the white lines on the indicator are nowhere near as performant as they are inside of a strategy. Inside the strategy, it goes all the way to the stop loss or the take profit, and then puts obviously these indicators on all over the place, so you can see where you're entered, where your exit is, where you're whether you're a loss or whether it's a win. I'm taking all of that code from the strategies and adding it to the indicator, so that we'll have all of that information here as well, so that they're a bit more intelligent as lines, not just lines on the chart.
Awesome. Some time ago you said something like a strategy is way slower than an indicator. Would that also impact the speed of the indicator itself?
Yeah, that's why I'm off, I was talking about a bit earlier. That's why I'd like to offer both the indicator and the strategy. Maybe for most of the future strategies that I build, maybe I'll do it do it so they're both there as well. A strategy. I've always had problems with the ABC as a strategy, technically talking, inside of TradingView, because it waits for the next candle after the close to get its entry, which is way too late, as I keep saying. So you will have both an indicator and a strategy, so that you'll be able to use the backtester just to find more backtesting results, use things like the optimizer, the strategy helper, all of that to optimize and find better results, and then transport them over to the indicator so that you get faster results with the indicator.
Awesome. One more issue, I think the strategy helper, aka the optimizer, has some new problems. Maybe you can put yourself on a task to, I don't know, check it. I've seen some people complaining about it.
Yeah, I believe it was updated. It was updated this morning, and I believe it's working again this morning. Yes.
Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. So yeah, it's got a couple of new features. When you, I need to pull up where is it? Over here. If I go to the strategy helper, if I click test here or go through. And instead of using the Excel spreadsheet, it will bring up. Oh, okay, I've got the old version on this computer by the looks of it. Yeah. So, oh no, hold on. Yeah, no, that's right. It brings up this here instead of the spreadsheet, so you can choose how to set it up using this instead of the Excel spreadsheet, which makes it easier. Or if you want to continue using the Excel spreadsheet, you can just skip and run.
That's way better that way like that.
Awesome.
The Excel spreadsheet was a headache for everybody. It just took me a bit of time to. Well, it took me and Andre a bit of time to offer an alternative, but it does.
What do you do? What do you do with that then? Just uncheck what you don't want to.
Absolutely.
Check for.
Yeah, uncheck.
So everyone's clear, just so they don't ask in chat.
Yeah, I should have showed it to. You're right. So what happens is it comes up here. It doesn't have the error like a second ago. Literally as in the Excel spreadsheet, but instead of removing, you uncheck the ones that are not interesting to you. Then you use the from, to, step, and default in exactly the same way. And we have our conditions here, which is more than, less than, or more than and equal than. And then you choose from the source here where you would like. So if you only want to do a take profit, let's go here. Let's pretend that I've unchecked all of them because there's so many. I'm not going to uncheck all of them. I'm looking to do a take profit, so we're going to be doing take profit. First take profit. Oh no, that's not the right one. Let me have a look. Where's the take profits? They're down the bottom here. Are they?
About there.
Yeah, they're somewhere on there. Oh well, let's just pretend we're looking to optimize this area here, and we want this first one to be more than this one here. We just go here and go more than, and then we go and then we choose the first one, so it's going to be more than the first. Of course, the first one ain't there. It's going to be more than the third one. So obviously you're going to have to go through them and find which ones. Uncheck the ones that are not interesting to you, and then you just fill out the data here exactly the same as it was inside the Excel spreadsheet. Obviously, I need to somehow reorganize these so they are the same as on the actual indicator because they're currently a bit mixed up.
What would be good on that? What would be good on that, David? Just a suggestion. Just looking straight at it now is, because there's so many things to uncheck. What about if you
uncheck all button
above active, uncheck all, and then check what you want? So go through each one.
To be honest, whilst I was doing it and saying, well, I've got to uncheck all of these, I thought maybe an uncheck all button would have been a good idea. Totally. Totally.
Exactly. 10 times easier that I'm faster.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're going to have people complaining about that, I guarantee it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially it doesn't remember from time to time. So, it's definitely an idea without doubt. And uncheck all. I will add that to the next one. I'll write that down because, like you said, I think that it's going to be something that's a bit of a headache for everybody. But anybody who wants to continue using the old-fashioned way through Excel, like I said, you can just go skip and run at the top and it will run through whatever you've set up there. Uncheck all on Chrome extension.
Another question from Steve.
Yes.
If you can show an example of what a Discord ID should look like into the David Tech bot field for logs, etc.
Sure.
5-digit number in it.
Yeah.
It's easier to write it.
No problem. Sure. Just spare me 2 seconds. I will find my. There was a link. What I'll do, I need to write an article about this because Discord ID. My Discord ID. Where to find my?
Are you struggling where to find it, Steve?
No, there's your ID and there's your ID plus your number.
Yeah.
So I don't want to create 50 less. With the wrong one.
Yeah, sure.
Because I could
what I've done, Steve, there's a link with a great article. I've just posted it in there for you, so you can find the ID. That way you've got your ID.
Yeah, I see it in the field because this won't tell you. I don't think this will tell you what I need to put in the field.
If you just copy it, if you could just go down to the bottom now where it says your name.
Yeah.
You click on that and it copies it.
Right. Okay.
It says copied. Then go back to your page where you're setting it up. Go to Discord ID. Right click that, paste, and then it'll just come up like mine's E4143 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's with the number then.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Cheers.
No problem. Right. Okay. Let me go over here. Right. I believe Vlad's got some news about giveaways, so I'll pass the mic over to Vlad.
Can I have some questions?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, Marco. Sorry, I should have asked. Has anybody got any questions? Marco, how may I help you?
No problem. For the alerts.
Yes.
Is now only the Quasimodo the only problem when using alerts?
I believe so, unless you're going to tell me otherwise. The main problem is the... Sorry, interrupting. MSB, it's putting you in on a wick. Yes, MSB I fixed on my version. I will put that in the version for everybody. I did see everybody was talking about that and the repainting of MSB as well. So I have fixed that. The other one is obviously the Quasimodo, which is getting in extremely late, getting in a couple of candles late, which I'm trying to fix. I'm also looking at the real one that you sent me a image of, Marco, which is the retest of the lower line. I'm confused now. A, B, C, the A to C line, retest of that as well as a Quasimodo pattern. So I'll be adding that as well, so that we have all of them as such. But it is the only one as far as I know.
Okay, so we now have to wait on the update to use the alerts for MSB, Quasimodo, and MSB with change of character.
The change of character should be fine because the change of character waits for the change of character. So the MSB will be confirmed well in the past over there, as you can see with our first entry is over here, as the MSB is far back, so it's confirmed and broken through, and we've had a couple of candles since. So that one should be fine, no problems. The new version will be an improved version of the MSB, so it'll be even better. But yes, they are the problems. But I will work as fast as I possibly can, even if I do like 2 updates over the next couple of one perhaps today with what I've fixed, the small fixes and the things that we suggested. I'm happy as long as everybody can wait.
Yes, I think everybody will be happy when you fix the alerts and the rest later.
Yeah.
Just take your time. We can wait though. We can wait for it.
Okay. Whatever. What I'll do is I'll try and fix as much as I can through the evening.
The thing is pretty much in beta, guys, so we need to...
We know that.
You understand. Glad.
No problems. Anyway, so yeah, what I'll do is I will continue coding through the evening, see what I get done, and then I'll just message everybody that's in there and get a general idea of whether I should update it tonight or tomorrow with everything done. I know the reason I don't update lots is because a couple of people, when I did a huge amount of updates, didn't complain but made it clear that it wasn't particularly pleasant to receive a lot of emails from TradingView in bulk as possible. So if it doesn't cause any problems with everybody, I'll quite happily update twice over the next couple of days. If it causes problems, I will do it once.
10 times a day.
10 times a day. Hi there.
No problem.
Yeah. No problem. Hi, how you going?
I was just wondering, are you to the boilerplate?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a great add-on from TradingView. So anything that's
nice.
anything that's strategy based will have it enabled with no problems. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Nice. Thank you.
No problem. No, yes. The boilerplate, the new version of the boilerplate is like I said, the ABC has given me the opportunity to spend a month adding new features to the boilerplate. Things like you just said, the new features from TradingView, the magnifier, things like that.
Awesome.
So hopefully everybody will be happy and impressed with all of the new things that I've been adding to the boilerplate.
For sure.
Yeah. No problem whatsoever. No problem.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So can we order the Lambos on Monday?
Only if you buy me one.
Yes,
I'll take mine in green. Okay.
all right. Not yours. Don't worry.
Thanks, mate.
David, other question.
Yes, Marco.
You always said last year your goal for this year was to work on artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I thought I'd have more time, to be honest. Would be completely a goal in the future. There was a couple of things that I really wanted to work on in this year. One was finding a machine learning code. Now there is technically 6 months left in the there's 5 months left of the year, so I hopefully might have enough time to build something in that. Something else that I really would like to build is something based on Python, because I do believe that will be a game changer for all of us, having the opportunity to test and backtest using TradingView, and then backtest and continue taking our entries maybe through almost exactly the same trading strategy, but something that's based on Python, because I believe that our entries will be better, faster, better and faster through Python. So I do still hope to get involved with a couple of the guys from the community, because I know a lot of you do Python scripts. So if anybody's up for sort of building an open source room so we can start building some Python together, that would be great. And like I always say, I will not alienate people that don't want to learn code. There will always be a web version of everything that I do, so that you can just use the web version.
Get me on that code. I want to learn that code. Have you seen that film Limitless?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I'd like to be like that.
What I'm thinking, I was watching, me and RW were in chat overnight, screen sharing and going around with a few people. We do it every night near enough.
Okay.
And he would I said, right, do this. And he's just like lightning on his coding. And I'm like, shit, I need to learn to code.
Yeah.
And then it just reminded me of Limitless. I wish I could take that pill and just like learn to code in like literally half an hour and just be an absolute wizard at it.
I love code. I mean, as you can tell, I mean, I absolutely think that everything in my life I try to optimize and automatize, except for learning English, obviously. Automate. That's it. Automate. Thank you very much. And automate. I try to automate everything, whether it's NFT tags or buttons that I press to turn things on. I absolutely love being able to automate everything through code, and it's certainly. It's certainly something that I will tell my children to learn is code, because I think it makes our lives much easier. And I didn't realise that you're doing some coding sessions with on this Discord or another one.
No, nearly every night, me and RW and there's a couple of others, but me and RW go into the general chat on here. We share both of us share our screen, and people jump in. We walk them and they say, "What's this? What's that?" They have questions for us, so we do it nearly every night with them. Just walk them through it.
Oh, cool!
Or
I'd
just
share
ideas with each other and that. Yeah, it's pretty good. We have a good couple of streams. Sometimes they last for a couple of hours or something, but we're on there most nights.
I didn't realise.
Yeah, I did join last night too. Happy to see everyone.
It's decent, isn't it? It's decent, isn't it? Because it's just you know, when you've got all these questions, people asking in general chat. Like I said a few weeks ago, it's only just going to grow. But so I think it's just a good thing to do. You know, jump in general every night, a couple of hours each night when you know what I mean, when you've got no on, and just say, right, someone came in last night and said, can you just draw us 2B patterns, tell us how it is and all that lot. So it's just easy for everyone just to get a grasp of things quicker. Do you know what I mean?
That's
Rather
fantastic.
than have to search through
Absolutely
everything.
When we were much smaller, it was something that I tried to do in the evenings, but maybe. But I obviously don't want to take over. So, but if there's, I'd love to join with you guys and watch you doing it in the evening. So I will keep an eye to see when you're online next time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just mainly for other people when they're like in looking through and just asking questions. I mean, not everybody can get answered in the chat, so it's just a thing like, look, I'm in voice. I get messages on here from Discord from these members in here, and they say, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'll say, I'll be in the chat tonight. I'll share my screen and show you what it is like. I mean,
brilliant.
It's just easy.
There were 20 people last night, not just 4.
Wow.
There were what? Sorry.
There were like 20 people last night, not just 4.
That the other night we had absolutely loads in the other night, and we had 4. There were 4 of us sharing each other's screen, so we were like, right, jump on my screen and then jump on his screen, and there were 4 of us who had screen shares, and we had something different running on each screen, or some, you know, and people could just switch between screens when we shared. Like we had a time to talk. Do you know what I mean? So when RW spoke, we'd say jump on his screen so we can show you what he's talking about. You know, it's just so simple and easy, and people can get like a better idea of things and learn faster.
It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you both. It's fantastic. Thank you from the community as such. Thank you. It's brilliant. I need to keep an eye more on the chat in the evening so that I can, if I can do the same sort of thing.
You'll just stick to updates.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
You've got your work cut out just doing all updates. So
yeah. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's good fun. We were having fun. It's and it's going in the right direction, as I keep saying. So, Rhythm One said that David, possible tip for you: if you right click on the indicator, hide argument values to make it active list chart cleaner. Ah, yes, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. I kind of use them whilst I'm coding, so I can see what you're saying. He's saying that I can. Sorry, I didn't read the question very loud. Was hiding these values up here? We can hide them. Yeah, very true. When I'm displaying them, maybe it would have been made it better for me to hide them. I use this, and also I use this data window here. I don't know if everybody knows that there's a data window here that gives you the data of behind all of the indicators. Which is also a good way of decoding anybody's indicators if you find an indicator that you like. Another one here is this order block. Order blocks. I've been trying to find a good order block code, a way of detecting it. I've also done multi-time frames. Decided to work with a guy that a lot of you guys have working with. His name's JP7FX. I've been in contact with him, and we decided to work together to try and build a better multi-time frame order block detector. A lot of people inside the Discord have been using this indicator. So I've been contacting him, and we're going to be working on building a better multi-time frame order block detector for the ABC strategy to make it even better. I've been speaking to him today. So over the past couple of days. Sorry.
David, could I just ask something? I mentioned in the Discord to the people that would mention it on the voice. A lot of people have been looking and testing this octopus nest strategy. I don't know if that's something. I don't want to distract you from updating the ABC, and I'll become very unpopular if you stop doing that and do this. But I don't know how quickly it would take you to do an indicator or a strategy of this octopus nest. A few people have. Yeah, I think it's in ideas for David. If you just scroll up a little bit in there.
Okay. Right in the voice chat box, and I'll add it to the tasks.
Yeah, look, you know.
I'll have a look very quickly here while I'm here.
Don't take much time on it. I mean,
ideas for David Octopus. Oh, hold on. Is that one there? There's a picture of Octopus next strategy. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much.
When you watch the video, it's fairly simple. But whether or not, you know, probably take you about 5 minutes to do it, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. The idea, Steve, is me to finish up finding the confluence for these. Whilst, as I said, I've been working on the back tester to make it better. I'd like to continue doing a mix between the two as soon as we're sort of like out of beta in the next couple of days, a week as such. A mix between the two. Maybe a Monday I'll come up with a new strategy, and then on the Fridays we'll go back to talking about ABCs and smart.
I just told you I'd mention it on the voice. That's all.
I'm grateful. Thank you very much. As I said, the boilerplate has been updated, so I'm looking for those kind of ideas to build these kind of strategies as well. I think the educational part of finding strategies like that as well is great for me, because I get to see lots of new indicators as well. I totally could build that on the new boilerplate without doubt. Thank you very much, and I'll use it probably for the first one on the new boilerplate, which I hope to be launching next week.
As a side note, I think from this channel, David Online Trading Signals, you have debunked a lot of things and pretty much nothing was right, if I remember correctly, right?
Online trading.
The one with the alien face.
Oh yes, there's a couple of he can't be doing too bad. I agree with you. There is a lot of not very good strategies on that channel, unfortunately, but we never know, might end up finding one that's fantastic. But he does have a big following, and all of his YouTube videos get a lot of views, so I should imagine that there has been a couple that have been successful in the past, but the ones that I have tested, I haven't found great so far. But like Steve said, luckily I've spent a lot of time building the boilerplate. That kind of trading strategy would take me 5 minutes to put together, thanks to the boilerplate, so there's no harm in giving it a go.
Great at the time of the YouTube video, them trading, that alien face trading guys, they're great at the time, and until you start trying to use them.
I think that they're things that you learn as you go along. Unfortunately, some of the trading strategies that he's found, like the one where the lines moved all the time, just by dragging the chart about, they moved all over the place. I think that's the one that put me kind of off that channel as such. But like I said, you never know, you might come across a gem, and if it only takes 5 minutes to put them together, there's no harm in trying, I guess.
Awesome.
Cool. Right. So I've pretty much done with all of the updates for now. Vlad, over to you, my friend. So you have
Tracers away.
Okay. People, we are about 6,000 or even more, 6,000 people around here. We are giving away the last treasure crypto wallet. Be sure to check the dedicated chat box with the instructions how to get on the page to complete some really easy tasks about sharing, clicking a page, stuff like that, and hope for the best. We also added some more small prizes, like trials of membership access, and I don't know, in about 6 days, I believe, less than 6, we should have the winners. May the best of luck get to you.
Did we have a draw to be done today? I can't remember.
Yes, we do have the second treasure.
Yeah, do you want to draw that, or do you want me to do it?
If you can do it, because my desktop is a bit messy.
Okay, no problem. Let me have a look. Okay, so I guess I have to go to entry.
Be sure to delete the 41s.
Yep, sure. Okay. Let me see if I can hide this here. Enable, because the problem with this is there a way of... So it's win the Tesla crypto wallet winners. Let's go over to winners. Draw a winner.
Let's say you've done it and say my name.
Absolutely. Unfortunately,
the win rate is really low now. The win rate is really low now. There's 6,000 of us.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I need to find more prizes, don't I?
Keep updating.
Let me have a look. Right. So this one, is this the one? One. So we have.
Which ended the most recent?
Yep, hold on. Just bear me. Sorry, I'm getting used to. I don't go very often onto Gleam. Let me go over. So it's the finished ones, and if I go over to win Teresa Crypto Wallet, ended 5 days ago. Yep, that one.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And we have 5 winners. We have a winner of wallet, 3 VIP members, and a David Tech T-shirt. Okay, just bear me a couple of seconds.
What, is it all in one draw?
That's in one draw, yeah.
I hadn't even entered it.
Oh.
No
There's
way.
another one. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one up top, which is...
Go ahead and complete the task.
I tried, but Vlad, I think there's a problem with it because I've already when it comes up with things to do, I joined the first Trezor when it was just one Trezor giveaway. I joined that and I did the tasks, but then when I go on to the next one to try and do the tasks again, I'm already liked on pages. I've already done the steps previous, so I'm already liked on it, so you can't like it again and stuff like that.
You still get your rewards if you already done that. You just need to verify if it's done. Whether you did that already or you do that at that moment, it's okay.
I've just checked it, and I checked it when it come up, and I looked at it, and I'd already liked the page and all that, so I thought, oh, I can't do it. I can't jump in this one.
No, you did. You just had to click on the task, verify if you already did or do that, the like and whatever. Come back to the Gleam and confirm that. That's it. I think you most probably you missed the confirming part, but still.
Yeah.
I'll have a look afterwards. We'll do these. We do these like twice a month, and I'll make sure that we add some different things that are not the same each time.
Right.
Okay, I will draw the 5 winners very, very quickly. There's draw winners, 1 winner. So we're going to be...
You don't share your screen, just to be sure.
I can't share the screen, unfortunately, because it shares everybody's email address. Let me just draw the first one. Let me see whether it brings up the email address. Let me share my screen so you can see. And then
it does, I believe.
Yeah, it does. I can see. I have got a plugin on my... there you go. There's my screen. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, delete unverified invalid actions. Ahmed is the first winner. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put names into the chat because I'm terrible at pronouncing names, to be honest. Here we go, first winner. So this is for a David Tech T-shirt, which will be finished and designed, sent to you directly. Thank you very much, the first winner. Right, next winner. Draw our winner. We have the membership for David Tech for 1 month. This is not great that I can't show my screen here. This is terrible. Okay, Bravo, you have 1. Let me put these here in here. There we go. I think that Bravo. Here we go. 1. This is for VIP.
Just write my name.
Oh, bravo! Congratulations.
And this is for the VIP. So I need to write these out. Could you sort these into... let me do it very quickly.
I will do these. They get saved.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. VIP access. There it is. I haven't got a drum roll. I can't show anybody. What? Great, eh? Okay, and the last winner for the Trezor hardware wallet is going to be...
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. That's right. Congratulations, you have won a treasure wallet.
Nice.
I'm not sure if anybody's in the, but congratulations to everybody. Like I said, we try to do this a couple of times a month. Try to find people like Treasure who kindly give us away these kind of gifts. You can enter this one that Vlad has set up. Thank you very much to Vlad for setting these all up. It's him that goes away and contacts everybody to try and get all of their gifts. Congratulations to everybody. I will email everybody. The treasures, they will send them bulk. There's 3 of them, so they are sent all at the same time. So they'll be sent at the end of the month, I guess, when the last one is drawn. I believe that's everything. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you very much to everybody for the help, for everything that everybody puts into this community. Thank you very much to everybody. I will do my best to get as many prizes and best things to give away, and continue coding to the best of my ability to find the best strategies for everybody so that we can beat the markets, eh? Has anybody got any other questions before I leave you to your days? Yeah,
no,
cool.
That's fine.
Great. Thank you, everybody. And I'll try and get in when everybody gets in the evening sometimes to watch along and whilst I'm coding. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. Keep safe.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, David. Thanks,
Bye,
buddy.
mate.
Cheers, David.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How long was that?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, it's still a long time again, isn't it?
Yeah, I know to speak faster, don't I, Scope?
I don't know. Right. Cheers, David. I'll see you later. I'm going to get a coffee.
Yeah, me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm not sure whether there was any questions. Audio is bad on Discord, yes. So super difficult, understand, not possible. All. Okay, everybody, I think I've answered most of the questions. Have a good day. Bye-bye now. I'll see you next week.